Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Thursday, May 9th, 2024. I am west of Indianapolis, so I think it's like Mooresville or something. No, Clayton. I'm in Clayton, at the TA in Clayton. Man, that soap, the truck stop soap, dries out your skin and like makes you like flaky and itchy and scratchy. It's just terrible. I should be buying soap, but I don't want it, like, whatever. All right. See, I messed up the intro. Don't quit the video on me now. Stick with it. I got a lot to talk about today. So like I said, I'm in Clayton, Indiana. That's pretty much the outskirts of Indianapolis. Tomorrow, I'm picking up in Uranus. And I'm not kidding, there's a fudge factory in Uranus. I'm not making it up. There's a fudge factory in Uranus. But I'm not going to the fudge factory in Uranus. I'm going to a Home Depot. I tried messing with the trip planner today. He didn't have the sense of humor, though. Where I'm like, where am I picking this up? Gotta deliver loads to Uranus. But I'm at this TA. I dropped earlier today. Oh boy, was that ever something. Copilot tried to take me the wrong way. Would have been bad. There was no place to turn around where Copilot was trying to take me. No place. I would have been stuck. I would have had to call the cops and had to be backed out a quarter of a mile. I didn't know to trust Rand McNally, so what did I do? I stopped in the middle of the street and I pulled it up on the Googles, and the Googles said that Rand McNally was right and Copilot was indeed wrong. So I went, did my drop. It was a live unload. They unloaded me relatively fast. The guy who unloaded me was a Marine. So he unloaded me fast. And I came here because I wasn't sure. It was only, 13:30? So it was like 1:30 in the afternoon. So I was expecting another load, maybe out of PepsiCo, or maybe one of those water loads that I pick up south of Indianapolis. But I came to the TA about 7 miles outside Indianapolis, and well, this might be a little bit more than 7 miles. It's 7 miles from my drop. It's not far from Indianapolis, whatever. It's like real quick. But I came here, parked here, waited around for hours, didn't get anything. Decided I had to do my laundry because I had to do laundry. And I did my laundry, and I was eating at the Iron Skillet. I had a steak and a loaded baked potato, and I got a load. It came up over the phone. Checked the date. It's for tomorrow. The drop time is weird. It's a Sunday drop time of 01, but it's a drop-in hook. So I don't think that's right. But it doesn't matter because I can drop this Saturday. I'm going to go early to pick this up. It's supposed to be a live load at noon, but I'm going to get there at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get live loaded. I'm going to drive out maybe 300 miles into, as far as I can go. Maybe that'll take me into Ohio. Maybe shut down in Youngstown at my fuel solution in Youngstown. I don't like staying in Youngstown. That might not be a good idea. Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see, man. We gotta see. We gotta see what tomorrow brings, dude. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what tomorrow brings. I want to run out a couple hundred miles, and then it's dropping in Pittston, Pennsylvania. I hate going there. I hate the pilot there. I hate everything about Pittston. But that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going to drop. And it is what it is. This morning, well, let's talk about last night. Last night, coming out of Nashville, I hit those tornadoes. The weather the weather broadcast that comes on over the radio, I don't know if all your companies do this, but you get a weather broadcast that'll interrupt over your radio. And it was warning me about the tornadoes, and then it came on and it was making that noise like it was like the end of the world. And then it said, seek immediate shelter. So that wasn't too promising. And I drove right through it with a bunch of other trucks, and we got pelted by rain, and the visibility was 0. And then I drove out of it a little bit, and I got to Franklin, Kentucky, and stopped at the Flying J, got me to Burger King, and then the weather caught up, and then all night long battered the truck. Thunder so loud. And then there was the hail, big hail, hitting the truck. Man, the truck is fiberglass, so it's not that bad. But if I owned a Long Nose Pete or a vintage truck, I'd be upset, man. I'd be upset getting it all dinged up. But yeah, I woke up this morning, 03. The weather was still treacherous. I told my DM, even though he doesn't get to work until later, I sent him a message saying I was going to wait till first light to drive out, and I did that. I waited till first light, drove out. Everything was cool. The rain had stopped. But then out inside Louisville, Kentucky, there was some sort of accident. And I sat in traffic. Added an hour onto my trip. I got to my fuel solution. Copilot tried to take me to the Loves, even though my fuel solution was for the Flying J. Lucky thing I run more than one GPS, so it got me to the right place. And then it did that thing again when I was going into Indianapolis. It wanted to take me the wrong way. This is why you got a trip plan, man. You got to look at it in the Googles. You got to look at it on the Googles and see where it is, see how to get in, see how to get out. Sometimes Copilot will take you down the road and it'll take you to the front of the building, but you got to go to the back of the DC, which is another road, which means you got to find a way to turn around and go around. There's flies in my truck because I had the windows open during my live load yesterday, and I got flies in the truck, and it's super annoying. But today, I want to talk about the CB radio. I want to talk about this. CB came in handy today with the accident. Trying to figure out what lane to be in. Had to be, the wreck was in the left lane, so we all moved right. Guys, I know you think you sound cool, like Howard Stern or something during the heyday of radio. Turn the mic gain down, dude. Turn the mic gain down. We can't understand you. The mic gain and the echo, just turn it down, dude. We're trying to hear what you say, but all we hear is, and then you say, come on, after every sentence. Come on. Yo, really, turn the mic gain down. Just sound like a normal human being and speak properly. Don't swallow the mic. And you all sound like Boomhauer. And I know that, for some reason, when we all speak on a CB, and I'm guilty of it too, you have to, make that deep South accent. Not much obliged, driver. I don't know why we all do it. We all do it. I've seen truckers do it. I've heard truckers do it. Truckers I know I've heard on a CB, and I'm like, oh, all of a sudden they're from Alabama. Okay, yeah, got it. Even though they're from somewhere else. But anyway, then there's the truckers who you can't understand a word they're saying on a CB. And I don't understand, a lot of the new generation of truckers that don't rock a CB. They don't run a CB. And I just don't understand, it is great minute-to-minute traffic report, smoky report, bears, just it's a wealth of good stuff, and y'all don't run a CB, and especially if you're trailer brakes are on fire, or your lights are out, or you're broke down on the side of the road, and like I radio, you all right, driver, and like you don't got no radio. You know, you might be stuck, you might not have cell phone service, something, but you holler at somebody on the mic, and somebody can call for help for you if you have a radio in your truck. But a lot of y'all don't rock radios in your truck. And I think it was weird when I did orientation for Western. The guy who ran the orientation, Mike, in Richmond, he was like, "Why do you need a CB in your truck? You got a cell phone." Well, I don't know. Is somebody calling you on your cell phone to tell you to get in the right lane up ahead because there's a wreck in the left lane? Is somebody calling you on your cell phone to tell you that there's a bear sitting in the median up ahead on the downhill? So when you're trying to do 75, taking the momentum on a downhill, he's got to pop you for doing 75 in a 65? Nah, man. Rock a CB. But if you're going to rock a CB, if you're going to rock the radio, turn the mic gain down. You don't need to have the mic gain that high. It's just like so annoying. I just don't understand why you all do it. You're all trying to sound cool, and you don't sound cool. You can't understand a word you're saying. And literally, it sounds like I can't even imitate it, because I would have to put reverberation on my voice and mic gain, which I can't mimic here. Now, if I had my computer, I could definitely show you what it sounds like. But anyway, yeah, rock yourself a CB. You don't have to go all out and buy a super expensive CB like I have, because I'm nuts. I've always rocked. I had a CB in my Jeep. You know, I always rock the same. I like to rock a Bearcat. I'm just tightening up the strap because I noticed today that it was all loosey-goosey up in there. But yeah, you could rock yourself a Cobra. You know, don't get the ultra cheap one at the truck stop, because you get what you pay for. That's definitely a thing, and you won't have a lot of range, and it just won't broadcast well, pick up well. You know, my CB is kind of expensive. It's like $300, but I use the heck out of it, and it's saved me out of jams, and it's definitely paid for itself since I've rocked it. And yeah, man, just rock a CB. I don't get it. But turn your mic gain down. It's cloudy out. It's like a mix of cloudy and blue skies. It's definitely gonna rain here tonight. But it's not gonna beat what I went through yesterday in Nashville. That's definitely for sure. I'm not gonna beat that at all. I guess I could sleep in a little bit late tomorrow and then drive into Uranus, come up the south side of Uranus. I'm taking 70 into Uranus. Right through Indianapolis into Uranus. I cracked myself up. I'm such an asshole. Anyway. Yeah, I did some laundry over here. You ever notice that no matter how much you go through your pockets to get all the paper towels out of your pockets, you always forget one or two, and then it like gets all over your stuff? Yeah, is it only me? It's probably only me. But yeah, me and Wilson just chilling out. Had a steak at the Iron Skillet. It was good. Had a decent week with Miles last week. Got my pay stub yesterday. Did decent, you know. And yeah, man. Yeah, other than the traffic this morning and the stress of waiting for a load, because I was waiting for them. I was waiting for them to send me a load late in the day to pick up now. They've done it to me in Indianapolis. They've done it to me, especially that water load. Oh, the infamous water load. That was the load I should have known. It picked up late. Live load. Picked up late. in Indianapolis, and I had to go to Kroger, and that was the time I didn't get home to see Angelina for her play. We won't dwell on that. We won't dwell on it. We won't talk about it. But yeah, that was a bad time. Oh. Truck shut off. Now it's quiet. It's very quiet in here. Quiet. But yeah, everything is good. This will be my final haul for the week. I will drop it Saturday, like I said, in Pittston, hopefully. Knock on wood. I should be able to. If I pick it up somewhat early tomorrow and even run off 200 miles of it, I'm definitely dropping it Saturday. If they take it. It's got that weird window, like I said. I don't understand why it says 01. Like it's a live unload. But no Home Depot DC live unloads at 01. It says drop and hook. We're gonna see. We'll see. I'll probably be making a video really pissed off on Saturday, but probably not. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm at the Dodge ETA. I think I got a good avenue of approach to get out. I don't understand, like I got here today and this place was relatively empty and there was already guys parked on the curb. And that's everywhere. And yesterday I had a problem getting out of the Flying J because everyone was parked doubled up and there was still spots in the truck stop. And I think what happens is these guys, they pull in the early afternoon and they park at the curb, and then guys come in later and think there's no spots. That's why these guys are parked at the curb already, and they park with them and they start blocking up the exit to the truck stop, and yet there's like 5 or 6 spots still at the truck stop that nobody parked in because you all are parking at the curb. It's like so weird, but I don't know. It's a glorious day. He's taking care of me one way or another. I'm gonna figure it all out. It's not, like I said, it's not always what I want, but it's what he gives me, the answers that he gives me, and I'm fine with it. I really am. Everything is gonna be everything's gonna be fine. Everything's really gonna be fine. And I don't know. Whatever. But you know, it's what I always tell you is to love God, love your family, and say your prayers. Okay? Take your vitamins, drink plenty of water, eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every single day. Do your pre-trip. It's important. Wanted to make sure I was in sleeper and I didn't stay on duty for post-trip today. I've done it. It's a nightmare. Smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow in Uranus.